Honorable members, good morning. I think it's 11 o'clock now. We should be able to start with our meeting. Let me take this opportunity and welcome all of you to the meeting of the ad hoc committee, which has been appointed by the National Assembly to investigate the allegations that have been made by General Mkhwanazi. Good morning once again to all of you. Let me check with the technical team if we have attendance of members in the meeting. Andile, can you confirm attendance?
Good morning, Chair. The name is Bonani. I confirm that members are in attendance. I don't know if you want me to move to apologies or if that will follow later.
Yes, no, you can quickly move to apologies.
Chair, so far I've got an apology from Mr. Mwango, who has a doctor's appointment.
Is that the only apology that we have?
Good morning, Chair. There is another apology from Honorable Cameron. He has an appointment with a dentist. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, honorable members. Let me once again welcome you to the meeting.
Chair.
And inform you that, hello?
Chair, hi,
Honorable
I have my
Matthys.
hand away. Thank you, Chair. Honorable Malema will be joining us shortly. He's just in transit here to the airport. So just note his late joining of the meeting. Thank you.
Honorable Cameron also has his hand up.
Okay.
Sorry, Chair. Thank you, Honorable Barnard. Chair, I just wanted to say I am in the meeting. I do have a dentist appointment later on after the whole ordeal this week, but I'm going to try and stay for the majority of the meeting. It was just an early warning if I had to slip out. Apologies for that.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Honorable members, I have called Honorable Cameron yesterday after I learned about the unfortunate incident that happened to our fellow members of Parliament who are members of the DA who were on an oversight duty at Philippi in the Western Cape. They were attacked by criminals and sustained injuries. So on my behalf and on behalf of the committee, because two of these honorable members serve in this committee, I called Honorable Cameron to express our solidarity and support and also wish them speedy recovery. Thank you so much, and we hope that the honorable members will recover. We must move to the next item. I'm also going to further request that the plea from communications is that when members speak for the first time, they can switch on their cameras and then they can later switch off, or even where members may be encountering problems with their network connection, we will advise them to switch off their cameras. But the plea is that when you speak for the first time in this meeting, please switch on your camera. It is for the purposes of quality of reporting and transparent media coverage, but also as honorable members of Parliament. The people who have elected you must see you that indeed you are the ones that have been elected to represent them in Parliament. Let me hasten and move to the next item which should be the agenda of today's meeting. It's an agenda which was determined by the last meeting after we had a marathon discussion on the terms of reference. Members agreed that we must give the technical team chance to go and effect the amendments that could have been made, and then we'll come back to the committee for adoption. And I think that by now, each one of us would have gone through those amendments that have been effected. There might have been minor mistakes here and there, which I think the committee can live with. But over and above all, we must thank the technical team for the sterling work that it has done. It has not been a very easy task on their part, but they have shown courage. They have shown determination to help the committee to succeed in its work, and for that, I believe that they deserve the accolades. Any person at work will have his or her strongest points, and there will also always be weaknesses, but I don't think that our eyes should see weaknesses only and not see the strongest points that those at work would have. As the chair of the committee, I want to thank you so much for the sterling work that you have done, and I also believe that there are areas which you would have individually and severally identified as areas of improvement, and which will make you better servants tomorrow. So we keep on improving, all of us. Like I said in the first meeting of the committee, that our understanding should be that we have been appointed from a position of incompetence. So with each and every task that is put before us, it's an opportunity for us to improve. And that is what sharpens us to become better public representatives. Honorable members, can I then check with yourselves on the two items, the adoption of the draft terms of reference and the draft program, if there is any member who has a suggestion to make on the inclusion of another item? I don't see any hand up. If there is any member who has raised a hand, and I don't, okay, Honorable Diko, Honorable Sangone.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Let me thank you also, just for those remarks that you have made. Chairperson, may I have clarity? I see the agenda as it stands, but in the last meeting, I think there was also a request for the committee led by you, Chair, to also present a draft program. Is that for this meeting, or will that be another meeting? Thank you, Chair.
Bonani, have we included that item on the agenda?
Okay, sorry, well noted, Chair. I didn't see it in the initial notice. I see it now, so I move for the adoption of the agenda. Thank you, Chair.
There is a motion here, honorable members, for the adoption of the agenda. Any seconder?
I second. Smaller.
Is there any objection to the agenda being adopted? Honorable members, I don't see any hand, so my assumption will be that we pass this item, that members are agreeing that this must be the agenda of today's meeting. Can we now move to the next item? Is it you, Bonani, or Andile, who will be leading us in the presentation?
Chairperson, it will be Andile.
Okay, Andile, this is how we're going to do it. If you remember the first meeting where the first draft was presented, we went through the items paragraph by paragraph. For instance, what I'm trying to explain is that if item 1 has 7 paragraphs, it means you have 1.1 up to 1.7. You will then flight 1.1 and we hear what the members are saying. If we pass, we go to 1.2, you hear what they're saying until then. If it ends at 10.5, it means we will go and end at 10.5. Let's do it. Of course, some other aspects on the terms of reference, you may find that it's only one sentence. So that sentence is going to be treated as a paragraph for as long as it is numbered. What it means is that if at item 2.1 it's only one sentence, when we say paragraph 2.1, we will be referring exactly to that sentence alone. Is that agreed to, honorable members?
Agreed, Chair.
Honorable Matthew.
Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to propose that we approach it differently. We've all been furnished the draft terms of reference, so we've had time to go through it. So what I suggest that we do, we go page by page, and we ask if everyone is in agreement with the page, because we've all had time, and I hope the other parties have done the same thing, that they've made notes on particular points, and I think that would be in the best interest of time. That's my suggestion, Chair. Thank you.
Okay, honorable members, okay, let me hear what Honorable Nombalo suggests, or whether he supports any of the views that are here.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Chair. Chair, no, I'm fully in line with what Honorable Matthys is saying. I think it won't be ideal that we spend a lot of time in today's meeting, considering the fact that the draft was sent to us for perusal. So we've already gone through the draft and we know the content therein. So I think it will just be shooting our foot if we go with, sentence by sentence like we did previously. We already know what is in there, Chair. So let's approach it page by page. I'm in support of that. Thank you. If I was
in the last meeting, Honorable Nombalo, there were issues with your network, and the little time that you have spoken now, I can still hear those glitches. And I'm going to humbly request you just to get yourself to a better place where your connection will be fine. I have also driven from the villages to town so that I can have a proper coverage. Honorable members,
yeah, I'm trying
Honorable
to do that,
Matthys, and please just get yourself a better place. Honorable Matthys and Honorable Nomvalo are saying that they feel that justice was done in the last meeting where we went through all the items in the laborious manner that we did. And instead of taking the items one by one, like we did in the previous meeting, the proposal is that Honorable Kola Barnett.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, I think it would work very well doing page by page. We've all been through it. I just have the odd typing error, odd numbering error to raise, so there's nothing substantial. But page by page should do it. I believe it would be in the interests of not having another 11-hour meeting. Thank you.
Can I go to the IFP?
Good morning, Honorable Chair. Good morning, colleagues. I would. Somebody's mic is not muted.
Honorable Mango, is your
I greeted you, Mr. Chairperson and honorable colleagues. I think I'm comfortable with the Honorable Matei's proposal, that of going through the document page by page.
Okay. Thank you so much. Sort your network, Honorable Mango. Sort your network. The PA, Honorable Sauls.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, colleagues. Agreed, Chair. Thank you.
Okay. The Action SA, Honorable James.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning to all the colleagues on the platform. Action SA agrees with the proposal that's been made. Thank you.
The ANC.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. As the ANC, we agree with going page by page. Thank you.
Thank you so much, honorable members. Adile, can you please flight page one? Honorable Skosana.
Yes, Chair. I just wanted to say, do you hear me, Chair?
Your microphone is unmuted.
It's very broken reception.
Honorable Honorable members, can you hear Skosana?
Chair?
No.
Chairperson?
Chair, I don't think it's Honorable Skosana. I think it's an issue with everybody. We are on my side, I can hear only you, but only you and Honorable Mateis, but the rest, there's a problem with network.
Am I audible, Chair? Chair, am I audible?
Yeah, we can now hear you, Honorable Skosana.
Thank you, Chair.
Chairperson, maybe before Mr. Skosana continues, I think it's got two gadgets which are on at the same time, so that's why you are having that interference.
No, it's one, Baba.
Who
it's
is
one
saving?
It's
Who
one
is
gadget.
Who is saving two gadgets?
No, I see two gadgets here on the system named named David Skosana.
Yeah, as I said, it's off that one because of the issue of network. So I'm using a phone instead of using the iPad. The Chair?
Okay, let's do it. Honorable members, can you hear me?
Yes, I
can hear you, sir.
I can hear you very well.
Yes, we can hear you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you so much. Let's give Honorable Skosana to make a point.
Yeah, my point, Chair, was the 1.6, which I wanted to raise. I think the way it was captured, that's the only thing which I would like to add once we have started.
Okay, let's do it like this, Honorable Skosana, because we were going to ask the technical team to put page 1 on the screen.
Okay.
And then once page 1 is on the screen, we rotate the political parties to comment. Correct?
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Barnard, your hand is up.
I just had an issue with the numbering, Chair. There is, in fact, a number 10 right at the end, and that's not been put into the table of contents as far as I can see. Right at the end.
Let's deal with it.
It's just a numbering issue on page 1.
I agree with you. When we give you a party chance to speak.
Okay, thank you.
If there is any matter on page 1, raise that matter. And Andile, are you now satisfied that we can go ahead?
Good morning, Chairperson, and good morning to the honorable members, and greetings to my colleagues as well. Chairperson, I think we can start, but just for the record, there are 2 points which I need to make in respect of what the 2 honorable members have said. One relates to 1.6. There were no comments at all, Chairperson, in respect of 1.6 when we had a meeting on Monday. And then Honorable Kola Barnard refers to paragraph 10. The document that is currently serving before us, Chairperson, ends at paragraph 9. The other point, Chairperson, I want to comment on is the fact that you will see that at 5.3, we're removing something there and there was a typo, but we have since fixed it. So the document that is being flighted in front of you, can we proceed on the basis of it? And I accept what members have agreed to, that we deal with the document page by page. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Okay, thank you so much. So we are on page 1, which is the table of contents.
That's correct, Chairperson.
Yes, I think what you should do when you screen a page, introduce it.
All right.
I think that will make our job easier. Let's say, for instance, you say table of contents. It has 9 items. It starts with item 1. It ends with item 9. Okay. I think I have introduced it that way. Item 1 is the background, and the last item 9 is resources. Can we then get the comments of the parties? I rotate the African National Congress.
Thank you, Chairperson. We have no issue with the table of contents, page 1.
The next party, the MKP.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. No issue detected.
The Democratic Alliance.
Thank you, Chair. I just needed assurance that in the document we were sent, it had resources as number 9, and then it went external legal counsel and other experts. I don't know if that was meant to be another one, but the numbering after that is bizarre. It's 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. It's wrong. So that would have to just be clarified. And if that all falls under the heading of resources, that's fine. But it does need to be cleared up. Thank you.
Okay, the Economic Freedom Fighters.
Thank you, Chair. The EFF is fine.
The IFP.
No issue, Honorable Chairperson.
The PA.
We are fine, Chair.
Honorable Sols.
Chair, I said we are fine. Are you able to hear me?
Thank you so much, Honorable Sols. I have heard you loudly. The Action SA.
We are fine, thanks, Chair.
Thank you so much. Andile, may you please clarify the matter which Honorable Barnard has raised?
Thanks, Chairperson. Chairperson, I think we should follow what the meeting has proposed, that we deal with this document page by page, Chairperson. Otherwise, my main worry is that we'll be jumping from page 5 to page 10. Whereas if we do it page by page, Chairperson, then if we pick up things as we go along, we can fix them, Chairperson. Is that fine, Chairperson?
That should be okay then. Can we move to the next page?
Okay, Chairperson. The next page starts at 1.1, Chairperson, to 1.5.
Chairperson.
Andile, we have lost you.
Yes, Chairperson, I'm in the meeting, but I was just saying that page 2 starts from paragraph 1.1 to paragraph 1.5.
Honorable members, Honorable Vessels.
Thank you, Chairperson. I don't want to delay the process, but I just want to caution for the legitimacy of the adoption of this. I want to caution that you ask an alternate member for approval because it's a non-voting member like myself. So I think you should stop in this meeting with the Patriotic Alliance to protect the legitimacy of the terms of reference. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, I have been too over-democratic. I take your point, but okay, it's fine. I think if you have issues, you can have a way to raise them with us so that you may have valid points that you want to raise. But I think I agree with you that for the purpose of legitimacy of our decisions, alternate members may not have to have a final say on the adoption. I think, thank you so much for that reminder, Honorable Sangoni.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, again, I also don't want to delay the proceedings, but I think that we must respond to the issue that was led by the Democratic Alliance, Honorable Kola Barnard, because she was on the page, what is this thing, on the page table of contents, and she says that her document has a number 10. And it would be a fruitless exercise for us to go through this entire document only to find that the Democratic Alliance has an incorrect document. So could we just have clarity whether the DA has been provided with the correct document and that her point around her document needing number 10 on the table of contents falls away? Just that clarity, Chairperson. Thank you.
Andile.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, respectfully, the document which was sent to members ends at paragraph 9, Chairperson, and the heading at 9.2 is titled External Legal Counsel and Other Experts. So in other words, we don't have a paragraph 10, Chairperson. So I included under paragraph 9.
Honorable Barnard, can I check with explanation?
Yes, Chair. It's simply perhaps a drafting area that needs to be sorted out. The numbering at the very end goes. It's quite odd. It's incorrect. At the very end, it goes. I'll read it out to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Those are the points. It looked as though external legal counsel and other experts could be another title. If it's not, that's fine. It's an exception to the rest of the document. But then the numbering under external legal counsel is incorrect. So that needs to be corrected, which I thought we could do at the end as was proposed.
Okay, Andile, can we make sure that the honorable members from the DA have the same document as the one that you have?
Chair, if you look at the document we're flighting, we are at 9. So 9 deals with resources. And then there's 9.1. And then 9.2 deals with external legal counsel and other experts. And then 9.21, 9.22, 9.23, 9.24, 9.25, 9.3, 9.4, and it ends there, Chairperson. So the numbering is correct.
Thank you, Chair. It seems that the document I used from the ad hoc WhatsApp group had not been updated, but that looks fine to me now. Thank you very much.
You mean you are satisfied, Honorable Barnard?
Indeed. Thank you.
Honorable Skosana. Honorable Skosana.
Hey, I can't hear Honorable Skosana. I don't know if it's just me.
It's silent.
Honorable Skosana, your hand is up and we have given you a chance to speak.
Yeah, I think he has some little problem.
No, I'm fine, Chair.
Oh.
I'm fine, Chair. I'll wait until we are on 1.6 because there's a network problem in the Eastern Cape. Thank you.
And Andile, you have introduced page 2, ne?
That's correct, Chairperson.
Let's start with the ANC.
Sorry. Oh.
We have no issues on 1.5 to 1.1 to 1.5. Chairperson, thank you.
The MKP 1.1 to 1.5.
We don't have a problem, Chair, besides what I've mentioned, the 1.6. From 1.1 to 1.5, no problem. Thank you.
I'm not hearing you, Chair.
What are your comments on 1.1 to 1.5?
I have no comments. I was waiting for you to call me to say it's fine for the DA.
The EFF.
Chair, we do on point 1.2. It reads that we are dealing with one drug cartel. And I think we must just change it to plural. It should be drug cartels, because there wasn't a specification that there was one drug cartel. And then that will also spill over to some of the other sections where we say, where we talk about criminal syndicate rather than criminal syndicates. Thank you, Chair. That's all from the EFF.
The IFP.
Agreed, Chair.
You also agree with what Honorable Mathais is saying?
Yeah, yes. Yes, Chair.
The PA.
We have no issues, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Andile.
Chair.
Chair, may I?
Chair.
Sorry, Honorable James.
Sorry, Honorable Sauls. Chair, if I may. Okay, go, Honorable Sauls.
It's Women's Month and you are female from my hood. Maybe I should
Honorable
stand back.
Sauls, were you done?
Chairperson, I wanted to say my understanding of the proposal that that the FF Plus made was to say that when it comes to voting for the adoption of the document, that the alternate members be excluded. But it seems like you're excluding them. We are still giving input. So maybe during input, my proposal is the alternate members can still provide input, but when we vote for the adoption, and then alternates can be excluded. It's just my sense of what I thought the honorable member from Freedom Front Plus said.
Honorable Sauls, can we hear you?
Chair, can you hear me? God.
Honorable Sauls?
You are muted.
Chairperson, I've already made my submission. Were you able to hear me? Chairperson, can you hear me?
Andile, do you have responses to make on the corrections that Honorable Mathais has made?
Honorable Chairperson, were you able to hear me?
Hi, Chair.
Yes, I'm checking with you whether you have responses to make.
Yeah, but look, Chairperson, Honorable
on the
Sauls,
corrections that Honorable Mathais.
Yes. So what we're doing, Chairperson, as we move, as the proposals in terms of wording are being made, we will see that simultaneously we're changing the document. So we've effected those changes already. But Honorable Sauls was on the floor.
No, what I want to say is whether it's for you to put it on record to say yes, the corrections of Honorable Mathais have been noted and we have effected them.
Yes, Chairperson, indeed, we have effected the proposed amendments of Honorable Mathais.
Agreed.
Chairperson, you noted me and gave an opportunity to speak, but you are silent on my contribution. I just want to know, did you hear me or not?
No, we haven't heard you, Honorable Souls. That's why I kept on calling you.
And I can hear you, so I kept on responding. Can you hear me now?
We haven't heard you.
Is it everyone? Or
I
is it
heard
only
you.
yours?
I heard you.
Should I repeat, Chairperson?
Yes, you can repeat.
What I was saying, it seems like you are going to stop at PA because of the proposal that honorable member from the FF Plus has made. So I'm saying, seeing that we are still busy with contributions to the document, to the draft, and we are not voting yet, perhaps the alternate members can still participate. And when we come to voting, then they are excluded. That was my submission, Chair. Thank you.
Honorable members, did you hear Honorable Sol what he said?
Yes, Chair, and my hand is up.
We heard him, Chair.
Yes, Chair, supported EFF.
Yes, IFP supported.
I see the hand of Honorable James is up.
Yes, Chairperson, if I may, can you hear me?
Yes, Honorable James.
I strongly disagree with the proposal made by Honorable Wessels from the FF Plus. We have been participating in the formation and submissions of the terms of reference since the very first meeting. We cannot today say that Action SA and the alternate members cannot be allowed to make submissions. When it comes to voting, yes, I understand, but we cannot today then just decide miraculously because there's that proposal that our input no longer holds. So I strongly agree with Honorable Sauls and the rest of the members that we continue, and only when it comes to voting, we will abstain. Thank you.
The legal team, what is your view on this matter?
Chairperson, an alternate member is allowed in terms of the rule to participate, but they may not vote.
Okay, that settles the better. So it means we will get the vessel. Honorable James.
Thank you, Chair. On page 2, 1.5, Chair, please note that the EFF submission for inclusion of strengthening prosecutions with the NPA is not reflected in 1.5. And also at the end,
What is missing there?
Strengthening prosecutions with the NPA, it is not reflected. That was a submission made by the EFF. And then at the end of the sentence, also in my notes, I have after the word and report to NA. Previously, we had agreed that it will read as follows: with a view to improving policing and enhancing governance across SAPS, the NPA, Judiciary, Correctional Services, and Metro Police Divisions. That is 1.5.
Chairperson, respectfully, that's how the document reads at 1.5. the document that is cited in front of us.
I don't have it like that. So I've just made a note saying that the EFF submission of strengthening prosecutions with the NPA is not reflecting.
Can I read it? Can I read it out loud, Chairperson? Chairperson?
Yes, you
Chairperson?
can read it.
Thank you. On 23rd July 2025, the National Assembly passed a resolution establishing the ad hoc committee to investigate the allegations of Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi committee in terms of Rule 253 of the Rules of the National Assembly. For that reason, the matter has now been referred to the committee for a formal inquiry in terms of the rules of the National Assembly. The committee must conduct the inquiry into the allegations of Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi and report to the National Assembly with a view to improving policing and enhancing governance across SAPS, the NPA, Judiciary, Correctional Services, and Metropolis divisions. That's how the document, Chairperson, reads.
Honorable James.
I'm satisfied, Chair.
Thank you so much. Honorable Vessel. Can we move to page 3?
Yes, Chairperson, page 3 starts from paragraph 1.6 to 2.3. I'm not sure, Chairperson, whether we will first finish the, but I think you said page by page, Chairperson. So I'm assuming that we'll deal with 1.6 up until 2.3. And again, Chairperson, I want to reiterate the point I had raised earlier on, that if you look at the document that was presented, Chairperson, on Monday to the committee, there were no proposed changes in respect of paragraph 1.6. Because what we did, Chairperson, as part of perhaps outlining the process which we followed, we listened to the recording, Chairperson. We even have timestamps. So 1.6, even if members can go back to that documents, there were no proposed amendments at 1.6. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Chairperson, the ANC has no comment on 1.5 to 1.6 to 2.3. We accept. Thank you.
What is happening? Am I out of the meeting, colleagues?
I just wrote to you asking you the same thing.
Yeah, I'm here.
You are not out. I think we, from time to time, lose the chair.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
You are back
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Chair.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I must no longer stay in Polokwane.
No, you must no longer stay in Limpopo.
Yeah. Because it's like there is no network anywhere here. But can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Chair.
Yes, you can
Yes, we
even
can
be
hear
heard
you.
by. You can even be heard by.
Then can we hear the inputs of the ANC on page 3?
We have no inputs on page 3, Chairperson. We adopt that page. Thank you.
The MKP.
Thank you, Chair. Hence, I said earlier, the 1.6. I think the way it's captured in our view is that, in summary, why is this concept are interrelated in terms of this 1.6? They each focus on different aspects of legal and governance system. The rule of law ensures everyone is subject to laws. I think it's supposed to be framed like that. Legality requires authorized legal grounds for actions, procedural fairness, and ensures fair process and decision making. And justice, which I was always stressing, ensures both fair process and equitable outcomes. Together, they form a backbone of a democratic and fair society in South Africa. I think, in my view, and the way we view it as Mkhonto Sizwe, we thought it would be captured like that. But yeah.
What do you propose, Honorable Skosan? Just if there is a word that you want or a phrase that you want to be
true.
That you want to be inserted, you just say it.
Yeah, okay. The phrasing for me is the rule of law ensures everyone, to subject to laws. Legality requires authorized legal grounds for action. Procedural fairness ensures fair process and decision making. Justice ensures both fair process and equitable outcome. That's the that's how we thought it should be.
Okay.
Yes.
The DA.
It's fine with us. Thank you, Chair.
You support what the MKP is saying?
No, I support what's on the page.
Okay. The EFF.
We support the amendment by MK.
The IFP. The PA.
We see no problem with how 1.6 is written in the draft as is, Chair. Thank you.
Action SA.
We're fine with page 3. Thank you, Chair.
Freedom Front Plus. Okay. Andile.
Yes, Chairperson.
Yes, there have been comments made here on page 3. The MK has made a suggestion supported by the EFF. The rest of the parties are happy with page 3.
Yes, Chairperson, if you read what we wrote there, we said, but not limited to. And also, Chairperson, the majority of the parties seem to be with us. There's only 2 parties that are not with us.
No, just save the last part and clarify. The chairperson will rule.
Chairperson, perhaps Honorable Skosana can just tell us what we must add, and then we do that.
Well, I thought you have clarified it to say not limited to. Is that not adequate?
Yes, Chairperson, in my view, it's adequate, Chairperson.
Okay. Honorable Skosana, the words that Andile has mentioned to say not limited to, are they not adequate?
Oh, for me, Chair, let's perhaps shorten it simply. Let's just add justice in that sentence only.
Okay.
Justice only.
Andile, is that possible?
Yeah, Chair, if we're told what to do, Chair will do exactly that.
Okay. Let's add that. I don't think justice is a problem. It's not a difficult word. It's a word that we are familiar with. Is written in the Constitution of the Republic. For as long as it makes sense to the paragraph in question. Can we pass, honorable members?
Yes, Chair, we can pass.
ANC, can we pass?
Yes, we can pass, Chair.
DA, can we pass?
Yes, Chair.
EFF, can we pass?
Yes, we can, Chair.
IFP?
Yes, we can.
PA?
Yes, Chair.
Action SA?
Pass, Chair.
Freedom Front Plus? Page 4. Can we have page 4 on the screen, Andile?
Yes, Chairperson, page 4 has got two paragraphs, which is 2.4 and 2.5.
Yeah. ANC?
I have no issues on that page, Chairperson.
MKP? MKP on page 4. DA?
We're fine with it. Thank you, Chair.
EFF?
No amendments, Chair, be fine.
IFP?
We are okay, Chair.
PA?
We're fine, Chair. Thank you.
Action SA?
We're fine, thank you.
Freedom Front Plus? Thank you. Page 5.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, page 5 starts from paragraph 2.6 to 2.12.
ANC?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. We have an issue on page 5, which, with your approval, I want to check if I can deal with it as it relates to the next page, which is page 6 as well, as the matters are interrelated. They deal with the handling of confidential, classified, or sensitive information. So with your concurrence, Chairperson, I will then deal with both the issues as they arise on page 5 and page 6, because it is one section. Is that in order, Chair?
They overlap to page 6.
Yes, they do.
Okay. No, I think the matter starts in page 5 and is concluded in page 6.
That is correct, Chairperson.
You are allowed.
Thank you
so
very
can
much.
I check? Do you have anything on page 6 except that one?
It is that one matter, Chair, because all of page 6 relates to the protocol on the handling of confidential and classified information.
You are allowed, Honorable Sangwen.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, I think you will remember that this matter had been raised in the last meeting by the Honorable Nduli, the Chief Whip, where he was putting before the committee a question in terms of the jurisdiction or the authority of this committee to be able to deal with classified information. I think the point that he was raising was one that said, I'm not sure, Chair, I see Honorable Carla Barnard has her hand up. I'm not sure if it's a point of order, if I should proceed.
Yeah, you must proceed. She will speak when the slot comes for her party to speak.
Okay, thank you, Chair. So the issue was around whether we are empowered to deal with classified information. The committee in its deliberations and amongst others in deliberating the issue of how we would handle such classified information, given the fact that the Republic does have legislation that deals with how classified information should be handled, we agreed that we would use or would utilize or look to the Parliament's protocol on the handling of classified information. Now, we've since received that protocol from Parliament, which, amongst others, it raises very clearly that Parliament's protocol, firstly, relates to information that originates within Parliament. So like all organs of state, Parliament is expected to develop a protocol on how it will handle classified information that arises within its environment, not within any other state organs. So we want to make a point that firstly, that protocol only deals with the information of Parliament. Secondly, the protocol from Parliament is very clear that it also aligns itself with the minimum information standards, which, as we know, the minimum information standards are the Republic's national information security policy. Now, if you were to go into the MIS, which this protocol is supposed to align to, and indeed does align to, MIS does not give us the authority to be able to receive, to consider, to handle classified information. I believe that I may not have MIS in front of me now, but in chapter 4 of MIS, where it speaks to classified information and who may have access to classified information, amongst the things it raises is that only those who have the necessary security clearance may handle classified information. And secondly, that only where there is a need to know basis established, then that classified information may be made available in whatever form. Now, Chairperson, that's not a decision that we can take, nor does the Parliament's protocol on the handling of classified information confer upon us the locus standi to deal with any classified information at all. In fact, the minimum information standards go so far as to say the only people who can reclassify, I think even declassify, because I remember Honorable Mateus had said we should look at declassification of classified information. It is only the originators of that information. So we can't sit in this committee and take a decision to reclassify classified information. My last point in this regard, Chairperson, is that the National Assembly, based on the directive of the Speaker, had established or had at least instructed the JSCI to investigate matters related to the intelligence services and by necessary implication, classified information as well. And I suppose the point that we're raising is that when you look at page 5 through to page 6, and where it makes a provision, or at least it outlines what the protocol says around classified information, that cannot arise in this committee because we simply just do not have the authority or the locus standi to deal with that classified information. Our recommendation is that in the terms of reference, we can continue to say there that we will align with Parliament's protocol on the handling of classified information, which arises within the environment of Parliament, but we would need to then engage with other state organs, whether it is the SAPS, whether it is any other intelligence service that we believe can make a decision on whether to reclassify their information for us to engage with. But at this point, we just simply do not have the authority to do so, and we would not want to then undermine or subvert the law by seeking to handle classified information in this committee. Thank you, Chair.
So what you are saying is that the minimum information security standards is the overarching legal framework or the national piece of legislation that regulates the access to classified information.
Yes, indeed, that is what I'm saying, Honourable Chair. And then over and above it is that
number two, that Parliament has established a protocol which is also subject to that legislation.
That is correct, Chairperson, yes.
And so I want you to clarify the last part, which is number three, to say, now that we are a committee of Parliament, and we may want to have access to some information, what is the suggestion of the ANC? What do you suggest must be done? Do we request? Do we apply? What do we do?
Chairperson, I think you will know that the Intelligent Oversight Act is very clear that the only committee of Parliament that may consider classified information or have oversight over the intelligence services is the JSCI. Now,
Yes.
there are two proposals that we've got on the table based also on what Honourable Matthies had said and having read the miss. One is that we may, the committee may, request classified information from the relevant state organs, but as that legislation is clear that it is their decision, we cannot compel it. Or secondly, as and when such information arises that we need to be considered as part of this inquiry, it is then referred to the JSCI in line with the resolution of the House. Thank you.
Your suggestion, what you are essentially saying is that whatever procedure that we may follow to request or to apply for access to that information must comply with the MIS, the minimum information security standards.
That is correct, Chairperson.
Okay. And is that what you suggest, that it must be included in that paragraph to reinforce it?
Yes, Chair, I think that from paragraph, sorry, I don't have the paragraphs in front of me now, but where we start speaking about Parliament's protocol on handling of classified information, that is only in relation to information that emanates from Parliament. But any information that is held by any other state organs, we need to apply for it or alternatively refer to JSCI.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay. The MKP.
Thank you, Chair. I think, Chair, when it comes to this, I think Honorable Matthias has said it, that if there's any information which has to be declassified, that will be done. Because this issue of us having some red lines, you know, is problematic because it means other issues as well. And I guess perhaps initially we're supposed to have a joint sitting with the intelligence, but because this is where we are to now, I guess that we'll be able to deal with these matters as they come, because you know General Mkhwanazi, what he has done, because they'll tell you that it's unheard of a provincial co-commissioner like this. People who were trying, we heard them. I don't want to mention their names here. They were not happy at all because they said it didn't follow the protocols and these red tapes, you know, because government by its nature is bureaucratic, you know. Now, it made things easy for us all. Let's deal with these matters, difficult as they are. If we have to have that classified information, let's find ways, whether, you know, legal, but we need to make sure that justice is seen to be done on this committee. We cannot hide anything here. Things has to be there. The public wants to know exactly what happened, what is happening in this country. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, you essentially agree with what Honorable Sangoni is saying, and the last part that you have said is a stated intention of the committee that we will leave no stone unturned. The DA.
Thank you, Chair. I sit on the JSCI, so I have top secret security clearance. And there's no possibility that the JSCI will sit with another committee, because anything they discuss has to be, no one in the room may sit there unless they have top secret security clearance. I don't think there's any way for this committee to instruct that information that is classified be declassified. I can't see that happening. An attempt can be made, but it may well be rejected. So already the JSCI has gone through their process of interviewing various of the participants in this matter and have put together a report which has gone to the Speaker. Whether that report will now be redacted and declassified is up to the powers that be. But it's not a case of hiding anything. It's a case of protecting matters that should be protected in this country and kept away from certain individuals who would possibly use it against the country. That's what it's about. So I fear that declassified...
Help us, Honorable Barbara. Let's not go to the merits of the argument. The question that I have asked is whether if we want access to that information, do we request or do we? And I hear you saying we can't instruct. So I want you to help us to refine the paragraph. If we agree that such information will be requested, let's just agree that within the legal framework that is in place in the country, the committee will make an application to have access. As to what the decision is, I mean, once we go to discuss whether it will be rejected or it will be granted, we are off the rail. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do indeed. You see, for example, 2.12, it says there is a process for handling classified information. It's not all classified information. It's information that comes from Parliament that has been classified, not other classified information, which may relate to many of the issues that have already been investigated by the JSCI. So that classified can't stand as is. It should be classified parliamentary information. I think may make more sense there.
Yeah. But here the guidance from me. I want us to, when we leave this paragraph, let's leave it with a common understanding that says there is a law which is called the Minimum Information Security Standards, which is applicable in the Republic and is an overarching piece of legislation regulating access to classified information. And where we work in Parliament, there is a protocol on access to classified information. And that protocol is subject to the MIS law. And so honorable members here are saying, Honorable Barnard, where we may need access to information that is classified, what then becomes the procedure? And that's why I say, if your suggestion is that through the office of the Speaker or whatever authority is allowed by law, the committee will make an application to have access to that information. Does that make sense?
Yes, I have. If an item can be declassified and the application is made and it is declassified, perhaps in a redacted version, that would be absolutely acceptable.
Look, as to the form of the declassification, that is not our competence. That will be done in accordance with the law that is in place.
Indeed.
What is needed on our part is just to make an application and specify what is it that we request.
Yes, I think the request would be for declassified information, and that would then be perfectly acceptable to be discussed by this committee. Yes.
Thank you so much. Are you done with the input?
I am, thank you.
Thank you. EFF?
Thank you, Chair. And my favorite former chairperson, EFF, when we make recommendations, we do our homework. So at no given time did we ever say that the committee must declassify documents. We were very clear that the committee we actually used the word facilitate, and only if it is classified documents that are going to assist us in meeting our mandate. So we were clear on that, and I think we spent 30 minutes on something that we didn't need to. We're all on the same page. What we wanted captured in the terms of reference is that the committee will, if the need arises, because we can't have documents classified that is covering up criminality. We even went as far as saying that if a document has been classified, we want intelligence or whichever necessary entity to at least tell us when it was, to see that if it had any relation to perhaps something that we are investigating or looking into the committee. So I think we're all on the same page. We spent 30 minutes discussing something that we didn't need to. As the committee chair, we together, we must just be able to, if the process or if the need arises, we must be able to use the apparatus available to us to get documents declassified so we can fulfill our mandate. We cannot have documents that are classified that are covering up criminality. And that is what we are raising very sharply and very decisively as the EFF. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. I think you were very loud and clear, and you are right that we spent a lot of time in the last meeting on this matter. The IFP. IFP. The PA. The PA.
Chairperson. Yeah, I think we all agree that there is a difference between declassifying and declassifying of confidential or classified information. That's one separate process on its own, and access to or viewing information that has been classified. So the way we read it is that we are saying that if there's classified information that can assist the committee in the work that we should do, then there should be protocol around accessing such information. When we read the chapter 1 of the minimum information and security standards, chapter 1, subsection 2, let me read 1 as well. It says the need for secrecy and therefore security measures in a democratic and open society with transparency in its governmental administration is currently the subject of much debate and will continue to be so for a long time. However, the issue need not be controversial since the intended Open Democracy Act, not yet promulgated at the time of going to press, itself will acknowledge the need for protection of sensitive information and therefore will provide for justified exemption from disclosure of such information. Just as a note to say that we agree with that kind of posture, to say that if this is going to assist the committee, then there should be protocol around how do we access information that has been classified, as opposed to declassification. So we agree with the protocol around how do we access such information, especially information that will assist in us investigating the veracity and the extent and the implications of the allegations made by General Mkhwanazi. Thank you, Chair.
The Action SA.
We covered, thank you, Chair.
The Freedom Front Plus. Okay, we pass, honorable members, because I'm satisfied that the explanations that have been made by parties here, the ANC, the MKP, the DA, and the EFF, as well as PA, all of you are in agreement that hello, Honorable Skwasana.
Before you pass, because I heard as well my colleagues, but why when I raised this thing last week, I said it very clearly, Chair, that I understand the word classified declassification of matters in this country. Hence I said this Dutch Roman law is giving us trouble. But be that as it may, we can't be told by an executive, a minister, saying that he classified the matter like pala. That's what I said. And I guess we have to be very, very clear, like the Honorable Matthias said, we cannot hide anything here under the word classified. Some matters have to be, the public wants to know exactly what happened in these matters.
Yeah, but
and I hope
Honorable Skwasana, what you are doing now, you are no longer debating the terms of reference. You are no longer debating the terms of reference.
I'm making an example, Chair. And we are right to make an example, Chair. Am I right?
No, listen, you have made this example not once in this meeting.
Chair. Thank you, Chair.
And the example of pala that you have made, we have had it, and you have emphasized it. And I don't think that there is any one of us who will forget that you have made that example. The overriding principle that we leave this paragraph on is that all of us agree that within the framework of the law that is there, if the committee wants to have access or to view certain information, a facilitation will be made, or an application or a request will be made for that information to be available before the committee. As to what the response of the respective authorities, remember that law which we make reference to, in the case of Parliament, the relevant person will be the Speaker. And in the case of other public institutions, the respective heads will be the ones who are empowered by the law. We will come to that point. In case we have a favorable response, good luck with us. Where we have difficulties, we are a committee, we will still sit down and discuss it and look at what recourse we have. I think that should be adequate. But you can imagine if each one of us here now is going to mention examples of the cases that we know or that we have, we will not finish the meeting. I think what you have said, Honorable Skwasana, I'm persuading you to agree with me that we will never, at any stage, forget the pala example that you have made before the committee. Agreed? Can we move to page 6? When we were debating this item, it is overlapping from page 5. Like Honorable Sangoni has said, to say the matter is covered on the latter part of the bottom part of page 5 and the whole of page 6. Do honorable members still have anything on page 6? The African National Congress, Honorable Sangweni?
No, Chairperson, we don't have anything else on page 6. Thank you very much.
The MKP. The MKP, Honorable Nomvalo or Honorable Skosana? The DA?
Nothing from the DA, Chair.
The EFF?
The EFF is fine on page 6.
The IFP? The PA?
We're fine with page 6, Chair. Thank you.
The Action SA?
Chair, I'm looking at 2.15. The committee further acknowledges that only full, not alternate or co-opted members of the committee may access such documents. Now, as Action SA, we reject this and request for the removal of this section. The Speaker cannot unilaterally make such determinations without even consulting the committee, particularly as the implications were never discussed. Furthermore, the protocol developed contains no legislative provision that necessitates the inclusion of this clause, Chairperson. So that is our submission.
The Freedom Front Plus? Andile, 2.15. Is it? Yeah, 2.15. Andile.
Yes, Chairperson. Chairperson, we are on page 7, and you
6.
Oh, I thought because Honorable Sangweni had indicated that if you look at 2.12 and to page 6, this is the protocol. Remember, Chairperson, at the last meeting, we spoke about the protocol, and of course, what we have then done.
Yes, and delay.
Yes.
I think there is a part that you missed. We rotated the parties to check if they still have further matters on page 6. So go to item 2.15.
Thanks. Sorry for that, Chairperson. Chairperson, we took this directly. You do have the protocol with you. And if you look at paragraph C of the protocol, access to classified or confidential information, bullet number 3 says alternate and co-opted members are excluded from access. So we took it as it is, Chairperson. It's a copy and paste from the protocol.
The action SA says the Speaker cannot unilaterally make such a decision.
Then, Chairperson, I think she's at liberty, Chairperson, to challenge the protocol.
Yeah. Honorable members, we note the concern of the Honorable Matthys.
Chair, I'm in agreement with Action SA. When you read through the protocol, it says that any members of Parliament have access, provided it's related to. I actually read it this morning because I also missed it. It's 2.15, and I'm seeing it here on my notes. Where is it? It doesn't exclude anybody. It says any members have access to it. It doesn't, I didn't see. So maybe you can refer it to me in that protocol exactly where it says that, because I didn't see it. It actually says members of Parliament, provided it has to do with their portfolio or their committee work, which is exactly what we are doing now. It doesn't make any sense, actually. So can you tell me which, I'm on the page now, so tell me which section on this protocol excludes particular members. It actually, the protocol? But so section B, when it says, section C, access to classified and confidential information, it reads, only members of parliament with a direct functional requirement may access classified information. So this is a direct functional requirement because we are members of an ad hoc committee. So unless there's something in protocols that was done that's contradictory, can I be guided?
Can I come in, Chairperson?
Yeah, can we first allow Andile to clarify that
Chairperson, Chairperson, this protocol has got 2 pages. So I'm at page 1 now. If you look at paragraph C, Chairperson, and the heading is access to classified or confidential information. If you look at the 3rd bullet, Chairperson, 1, 2, 3, there's only 4 bullets under that paragraph. If you look at the 3rd bullet, it says alternate and co-opted members are excluded from access. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Oh, okay. I think there was a hand of Honorable Ngola.
Yes, thank you very much, Chair. I think I agree with Mr. Tejana. If you check the C section that is referring to in the protocol, if you analyze it, it's an exclusionary clause or provision. It deals firstly with only regulating who must have an access. That's why it speaks about members of parliament. So it excludes external stakeholders. It excludes the entire population. That's why it goes then further and talk about it must be authorized in writing by the relevant committee chairperson. Then it says alternate and co-opted members are excluded from access. And at this particular point, Chair, we do not have any local standard to change the provision.
Honorable Ngola.
Chair, can you hear me?
Is it me who is losing you or the meeting that is losing you?
Members, can you hear me?
We can hear him, Chair. I think the problem is on your side. We can hear him.
Can you hear me now, Chair?
I now hear you, Honorable Ngola.
Should I repeat, Chair, where I started? I was saying, Chair, in respect of the discussion on the access and the co-opted members and the full members. If you check what Honorable Matheus is actually invoking in Section C, Section C, we analyze it with the ears that it's an exclusionary provision. It first says only members of parliament agreed with Honorable Matheus. But that is a provision in my own understanding that precludes anyone else, external stakeholders, the population and the electorate or whoever. Now, it sends us within what's a protocol of parliament. Now, when it goes down, it talks on the bullet number 3 or under C. It talks about alternate and co-opted members and excludes them on access to that particular information. So I fully agree, Chair, with Mr. Tejana on this matter, and the 2.15 point in the terms of reference is actually in adherence of this provision in the protocol. And as things stand where we are now in the ad hoc committee, we don't have any local stand to make any alterations in the protocol as it stands. So I agree, Chair, that the 2.15 is still intact in terms of the protocol, in terms of co-opted and alternate members. Thank you very much, Chair. It looks like we have lost the chair again.
He's not even
Chair.
in the meeting anymore.
I'm available to chair. I have really good network, I'm just saying.
My days you like power when I'm
It's not power, it's process. Like we must keep it
We
moving.
must move. We have to move.
Yeah, no. The chair is
ANC, please try and find your person.
the chairperson is
Hello,
back.
honorable members.
There you go. Long live the chair.
Long live.
Do you blame colonialism or apartheid?
Always
Now we
both.
blame GNU only.
Oh yeah, and yeah, let's not leave out GNU. I agree.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, Chair.
Can hear you, Chair.
No, honorable members, I have heard what Honorable Ngola has said before I got cut off. And I think let's pass the action SA may raise their dissatisfaction with the Speaker of Parliament, because I don't think as a committee we can change that protocol here. Agreed?
Chairperson.
Agreed, Chair from EFF.
Okay. I take it that the other parties agree. Honorable Sangun, your hand is up.
Yes, Chair. And I think mine maybe is just for clarity as we pass this. I thought that the items, including 2.15, were all part and parcel of the discussion that we had around the handling of classified information.
Honorable Sangun.
Yes, Chair. Chairperson?
Andile, can I check with you?
Chairperson, can you hear me? Chairperson?
It says the chairperson left.
Maybe, Andile, since I was recognized and on the floor, it's not out of order for me to continue until the chair joins us.
Out of order, Chair.
I'm on the floor. He hasn't taken the floor back. But all I wanted to say, maybe, Andile, you will be able to clarify when the chair is back, that all of those matters, we said that we would deal with information emanating from Parliament, which is what the protocol governs, in line with the protocol. So if there are issues with the protocol, that gets dealt with in a separate process. We don't have authority to deal with that. But we may want to say that we need to take that out and just have one line that says in line with the protocol for Parliament-generated or Parliament-originated classified information. Thank you.
I agreed.
Okay. I'm going.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm done. Thank you, Chair.
Chairperson.
Which page was that?
It was page 6, Chairperson.
Okay. So I see the hand of Honorable Souls is up.
Yes, Chairperson. I just wanted to state for clarity on 2.15 that, of course, Action SA can raise it, as you said, with the Speaker afterwards. But just just for clarity, that it is not specifically targeting, the clause is not targeting Action SA specifically. I'm not saying that for Action SA sake, I'm saying it for the public sake. It's not particularly targeting Action SA. It's any party that has alternate members in the committee. So even this clause even affects the alternate members that's from the DA, the ANC, and any party that has alternate members on the committee. So I just wanted to make that clear, that it is not targeted at a particular party, but alternate members. And then, Honorable James, if God forbid I fall ill, then on the day of accessing, then you will access on my behalf in terms of this. You are my alternate. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, I think that is sufficient, Honorable Stolzer. You have helped to establish understanding of that protocol to support what has been said here. And like we said, parties can still raise this matter with the office of the Speaker. And I'm going to say, let's move to the next page, which is page 7.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, page 7 starts from paragraph 2.19.
Andy,
sorry, Chairperson.
Can you introduce the page?
That's what I'm doing, Chairperson. I think you're breaking up, Chairperson. Thanks, Chairperson. So I'm saying, Chairperson, page 7 starts from paragraph 2.19 up until paragraph 3.7. And of course, Chairperson, 2.19 speaks about the committee may refer matters to the appropriate authorities without purporting to determine criminal liability in order to respect the separation of powers between the various spheres of government. And then what follows, Chairperson, is the objectives of the inquiry. Thank you very much.
Chair,
Our chair is missing in action. Yeah, you see, this is what the ANC does to the country all the time. Just go missing, Chief Whip.
No. That's the network, not what the ANC does to the country.
Yeah, why don't we have proper network? Let's bring in our communications chair. Where is the fiber chair?
Mateus, you like being controversial, when?
Mina, never.
Yeah.
You're keeping us here on a Friday for a very long time because of network problems the ANC can't deliver. Well, now it's GNU, so you're all together. Actually, communications is DA, isn't it?
I have a serious difficulty today, honorable members, with the network here. I don't know what is happening.
We're going to do
we
a
may need
motion
an ad hoc committee to investigate that. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Chair. You gone again. Chief Whip.
Honorable members, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, Chair.
You're
yes,
back
we
now.
can. Am I muted? Yeah.
We can hear you, Chair.
Hello, honorable members.
Yes, Chair.
You were about to call the ANC, Chair.
And all other parties were about to agree with the ANC.
Can you hear me now, honorable members?
Yes, Chair.
Yes,
And
Chair, I
do
can
you,
hear you. We can hear you.
and do you agree that we need an ad hoc committee to investigate the network of the chairperson?
Oh, definitely, Chairperson.
It will be chaired by Matthias.
Okay.
No, you must go ask your president for that money from the commission of inquiry and the national dialogue. Then I'll chair.
We are on page 7, honorable members. I'll also be trying to use another gadget if this one continues to give me difficulties. Andile, have you introduced page 7?
Yes, Chair.
Yes, I have.
Okay, can we rotate the ANC?
My apologies. I thought that the chief whip was going to come in on page 7. No, we have no issues on page 7, Chairperson. Thank you.
The MKP? The DA?
We have no issues, Chair.
The EFF?
We have serious issues, Chair. Okay, they're not serious. But we did discuss this on where's my notes? 2.9. After we refer matters, we must also be able to provide an oversight role to whichever the matters are referred. So if it's referred to SAPS, we must be able to follow up. Obviously, we're not going to infringe on what they need to do, but we can't just refer matters and not follow up. So that issue we discussed quite at length about us also kicking in our oversight role. So can that be reflected, please? That's 2.19. Don't look confused there, Chief Whip. You even agreed to that.
Yeah, this is the matter where the chief whip said that the work of the committee ends with its report being presented in Parliament, and that there are respective portfolio committees.
Yeah.
That play oversight on the respective institutions.
Yeah.
Is that the part that you want to have included?
Yes, and those committees must do oversight. So it must be captured. So it doesn't just end that we've referred matters and there's no follow-up because we're wasting our time.
Agreed?
Yes, agreed.
Chairperson, we are confused because in terms of the document that is being flighted, if you look at 2.19 in front of us, it says the committee may refer matters to the appropriate authorities without purporting to determine criminal liability in order to respect the separation of powers between the various spheres of government. Is that where it is, Chairperson?
No, I should think this one must be different, Honorable Matthews.
No, it is that one, Chair. It's just to add on to that sentence. So after we refer matters to the relevant authorities, we must be able to, the relevant committee in Parliament must be able to do oversight.
Okay, no, I agree. I accept the point. Do you
we
understand
discussed that at length the last time. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
Chairperson, if I may just give guidance, Chairperson. You will see, Chairperson, that comes under the scope, Chairperson. Otherwise, we're not there now. This is right. I mean, there was a discussion about this. And of course, Chairperson, you will see that point is made. I remember going through this one, Chairperson, sorry.
Is there a problem if we write it on 2.9?
No problem from the EFF, but it was something we agreed to, Chair.
Yes, Honorable Mates, you will see that when we go down, the issue will come up. I'm just trying to locate it.
It's fine. Just carry it on your shoulder.
Okay.
And then when we arrive at the relevant provision, let's make sure that it doesn't fall within the cracks.
Yes. Chairperson, if you go to 3.8, we just want to flag that for you, which is page 8, 3.8. It says, recommend that the relevant portfolio committees of Parliament must track and report on the implementation of the findings and recommendations of the National Assembly. So that's why I said, Chairperson, as we progress, as we migrate towards that point, perhaps members, if they want to effect changes, we are amenable to that, Chairperson. Thank you very much.
Is that okay, Honorable Mathis?
Chair, can I recommend that we just join it together because it's speaking to the same thing, so it just follows each other.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it'll speak and be more sensible if it's just those two just follow each other rather than being separated. Thank you.
Chairperson, can I come in?
Yes.
Yes, Chairperson. So if you look at 219, which Honorable Mates is referring to, that whole section, Chairperson, deals with the legal framework. So we can't add there, Chairperson. In fact, our view is that, Chairperson, this is under a separate heading, which is heading number 3, which deals with the objectives of the inquiry.
Yeah.
19, Chairperson.
That's fine.
Can I make a comment on that, Chair? Chair?
Chief Whip, can we check with Honorable Mathis first if he's satisfied?
Yeah, we fine. That's fine, Chair.
Okay. Chief Whip?
No, I'm fine. Sorted then. Thanks.
Can we then move to the IFP?
No, we are okay, Chairperson, with that inclusion.
Thank you so much. The PA?
We have no problem, Chair.
The Action SA?
We fine, thank you, Chair.
The Freedom Front Plus? Andile, are we moving to the next page?
Yes, Chairperson, we're moving to page 8, Chairperson. Unfortunately enough, we're done with 3.8. So we will deal with the scope of the inquiry, which is paragraph 4, from 4.1 to 4.16.
Okay. And we rotate the ANC.
Chair, can I come in on behalf of the ANC?
You are welcome.
No, thanks, Chair. Just 2 comments, Chair. The first one is on 4.13. Members may recall that during our discussion, we made a suggestion that let's not make this as our scope of inquiry. Rather, let's deal with it as part of the conclusion, having dealt with all evidence that is going to be presented before the ad hoc committee. And if it arises that part of what we've had to contend with had to do with human rights abuses, we deal with it at that time when we are concluding. Because the argument we were making was that we should not present something that with an inference as though that originated from the submission or the press conference that was led by Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. So that is the point that we were appealing from the ANC's point of view. That let's rather deal with that issue if it arises, and we have a strong view about it in the context of our recommendations, as opposed to it being part of the focal areas as though it has originated from the presentation made by Mkhwanazi. That's the point that we wanted to make. The second one, Chair, which is also linked to this one in a way, is 4.12. I should have started there actually. 4.12. The point there in 4.12, the issue of misuse of public resources, bribery, public funds and bribery and all of that. Again, if we want to take an approach that this must be investigated, it should not be a problem. But let's also be careful that we don't do so as a matter we are appropriating to what Mkhwanazi presented, because that would be factually incorrect in our view. But if the view is that this may be one of the things that we need to be dealing with, let's have that view being openly presented and motivated for us to agree on. Not as because once you invite Mkhwanazi and he says, but I never raised these matters you are saying are appropriated to me. What do we say when we were there, when we were crafting terms of references? So that is the point that I see is separated from the 4.1.1 now, which may suggest that we are no longer, if we separate it, we are no longer appropriating it to General Mkhwanazi. But if it's here and appropriated to him, we would like to advise that let's not apportion to him that which he had not offered, or he has not yet offered to the people of South Africa. Thanks.
Okay. No, thanks very much, Chief Whip. On the first one on human rights, that was the decision of the meeting that if human rights violation emerge during the proceedings, let's wait until such time. And then on the second point that we have made, let me rotate it to the parties to hear what their view is. The MKP.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Chair. No, we want to concur with the sentiments that have been shared by the Chief Whip of the ANC. That indeed, that was a position in relation to that paragraph. And we even said the scourge of human rights, of the violation of human rights in South Africa is very rife. So if we are to take this wording, then it's going to extremely extend our scope. So we rather focus on the minimal scope that was adopted by the National Assembly and ultimately espoused by this, deliberated on by this committee. So that was the argument. And then that is the only area of concern that as the MK party, we have noted on this page. As for one point two, as the MK party, we have no issue, Chairperson, because we believe that the allegation is raised by General Mkhwanazi. They sent around corruption, bribery, misuse. Chairperson.
Honorable Nombalo.
Chair. Yes, Chair.
Yes.
You hear me? Was I audible from the from when I started until?
from where you started, at some point you got disrupted.
But did you get the gist of my submission?
That you support the chief whip on the first part, and on the second part you don't have a problem.
Thank you.
The DA.
We're fine with it. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. The EFF.
We're fine with it remaining, Chair.
Okay.
Well, it must remain. We support that it must remain. And then, but the human rights abuses, we agree that based on what we agreed to in the last committee, that it must be removed. But obviously, if it comes up, we'll deal with it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. The IFP. The PA.
Chairperson, if it remains 4.1.2, then maybe it should say any related claim, because if we say any claim regarding corruption, bribery, or misuse, makes the scope much more bigger, so that if someone comes with a claim around corruption in SEPs, then that means we will look into that claim because we're saying any claim. But I think the intention is to say related to the Mkhwanazi allegations. So my submission is if 4.12 stays, then the word related claim should be there. If not, then we do not support because it broadens the scope rather than the zoomed in focus. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. The Action SA.
We are fine, Chair. I think just after listening to Honorable Salz now, I agree we need to add in related to. Everything else is fine. Thank you.
Freedom Front Plus. Okay, Andile, you will add the word related.
Yes, we've captured the Chair.
Can we move to the next page?
Chair, sorry, Chair, just before we move, I made a mistake. The last sentence on that page, last paragraph, with your permission, instability within the crime intelligence component of SARS. Can I deal with that, Chair?
Yes, Chief Whip, you are allowed.
Yes. Here, we, as members will remember, we are dealing with the scope of our work. And what that sentence is saying is that part of what we're going to deal with is instability within the crime intelligence component of SARS. Now, we may need to help each other in this case in the light of what we adopted earlier on, because my own sense is that to be effective in dealing or understanding the extent to which, if it does exist, any form of instability within the crime intelligence, that would require you to be familiar with their work, not just the nature of their work, but the substance of what they do and whether it's happening in an appropriate way or not. Now, will that not be inconsistent with what we adopted earlier on? Because our view is that maybe this matter is that sentence, that paragraph, a sentence 4.1.6 essentially belongs to the work of our sister committee, which is the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence. It's difficult for us to really imagine how effective will we be able to make a determination about instability or otherwise of the crime intelligence unless we are immersed in not just in the nature, but in the actual work that they do. That is a comment we wish to make, Chair. Thanks.
What do you suggest, Chief Whip?
So I'm suggesting, Chair, that I'm suggesting that this matter, we should not deal with this as part of the scope because it belongs to the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence. So basically, proposal is that it should be removed, yes, because we also can't make a recommendation to another committee which is doing the same kind of almost similar work as ours, as they are dealing with this matter themselves. But I think if we remove it, it saves us from having to deal with it because it doesn't belong to our scope. Thank you.
Okay. The MKP.
Chairperson, we are vehemently opposed to this proposition. Our view is that we must deal with allegations as they were presented, and we must deal with allegations as they were tabled in Parliament. So there must be no deviation. If we were to take this approach, that would amount to an application of responsibility. And that would mean that we're doing a responsibility to a certain extent and not fully. So let's deal with this investigation and see matters as they come to this committee and develop an approach of how we deal with them at that stage. Because saying we remove it on the basis that it belongs to another committee and we do not have jurisdiction to deal with certain matters, I think will be premature. Let's do an investigation as we were tasked and not now try to be innovative and creative and try to reconfigure the allegations raised by Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. Let's deal with them, Chair. I believe that if there was that concern, it should have been raised in Parliament or with the Speaker to say that we think that this committee does not have jurisdiction to deal with certain matters, and then we get guidance from such people or from the Speaker or from Parliament. So, Chair, our view in summary and in conclusion is that let this paragraph or this sentence be part of the terms of reference. Let it be here. Let's not remove it. Let's deal with issues holistically and not try to put other issues under carpet. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable members, I'm going to suggest that because we debated these matters in the last meeting, let's not reopen debates. We just say we agree or we disagree. I think that is sufficient. The MKP disagrees. The DA?
Agree.
The DA agrees with what?
I agree with what stands. There is sufficient investigation of crime intelligence under the Police Portfolio Committee to look into matters. It's only the secret section that falls under the JSCI.
So you support that
yes,
the matter must remain on the terms of reference?
Indeed.
Okay, so you agree with the MKP. The EFF? Honorable Matthews.
He agrees with MK.
Okay, the IFP.
Well, I agree that the matter should actually remain in the terms of reference.
Okay, the PA.
Chair.
The PA.
Chair.
Hello. Honorable.
Chair.
There are two hands here, Honorable Malema and Honorable Matthews.
I'm on Matthews's gadget.
I withdraw, Chair, before Honorable Malema hits me. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Chair, she made a mistake. She said we agree with MK, and then you didn't hear that it was her. You just passed, assume it was EFF.
Yeah, but it was Honorable Mathai speaking.
That's not my taste. That's why she says she's withdrawing.
It's true, Chair. It was Honorable Sangwan. That's why she says she must not be hit by Honorable Malema.
Oh, I thought it was Honorable Mathai speaking. I'm sorry, honorable members from the EFF. So may you please state your position?
No, we agree that this stays because in the allegations of Mkhwanazi, he makes reference to crime intelligence, and he even mentions individuals from crime intelligence. So we can't investigate part of the allegations of Mkhwanazi. Everything that comes from him, it must be investigated by this committee, including whatever is related to crime intelligence. Thanks.
Okay. The PA. Honorable Son.
Chairperson, we hold a different view on the basis that 4.416 says that our scope would be to investigate instability within crime intelligence, component of SEPS. And we are an ad hoc committee, so we have a zoomed-in approach to focus in on the allegations and anything that is related to it. So by default, when we deal with the allegations, it will show whether there are instability in crime intelligence or not. But to say that as part of our scope, in addition to looking into the allegations of Mkhwanazi, we are also going to investigate and look at the veracity and the extent and the implications of instability within crime intelligence. I feel that broadens the scope once again, but as an ad hoc committee, we're supposed to zoom into the actual allegations. So we agree with the removal. Thank you, Chair.
Action SA.
We agree that it needs. We agree that it needs to stay, Chairperson.
Honorable Vessels, Freedom Front Plus. Okay, the matter remains on the terms of reference. Can we move to the next page?
Yes, Chairperson. Chairperson, we are on page 9, and page 9 starts from paragraph 417 to 4.1.14. It's still the scope of the inquiry, Chairperson. Thank you very much.
The ANC.
Chairperson, on page, on 4.1.14, the allegations of members of parliament with regards to the classified information released to them, specifically reference to members of parliament who are allegedly linked to criminal syndicates. Chair, given the discussion that we've had, I think we just need to clarify what we mean in relation to this, and also in relation to our earlier discussion on classified information. Now, our understanding as the African National Congress is that we can consider the allegations regarding the classified information because that is unlawful. But I would assume that when it comes to the content of the classified information itself, that still remains in line with the decision that we had taken, that if it is information emanating from Parliament, we will handle it in terms of the parliamentary protocol on handling information. If not, we will have to refer it to if not, we can seek that it is that we facilitate an application for its reclassification. Alternatively, then refer that to the the committee that is empowered to deal with that. So our clarity is on the content of the classified information. We agree with the allegations, but on the handling of the content, we can then refer to section, I don't know, I think it was 2 point something where we dealt with this matter. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. The MKP.
No issue detected, Chair, or fine.
The DA.
It's fine, thank you, Chair.
The EFF.
Chair, on 4.1.11, it's just we need to put in plural for crime syndicates, drug cartels, because here it's singular, that's all. Otherwise, we're fine. Thank you.
Okay. The IFP.
No, we're fine. We are fine, Mr. Chairman.
The PA.
We're fine, Chair.
Action SA.
We're fine with page 9. Thank you, Chair.
Freedom Front Plus. Okay, thank you. Andile.
Yes, Chairperson. Chairperson, we are now on page 10, and page 10 starts at paragraph 4.1.15 up until paragraph 5.2. And Chairperson was still continuing with the scope of the inquiry. And of course, from paragraph 5 is the format of the inquiry.
The ANC.
We have no issues on this page, Chairperson. Thank you so much.
The MKP.
No issues, Chairperson.
The DA.
No issues, Chair.
The EFF.
We're fine, Chair. Thank you.
The IFP.
Issues, Chair. No issues, Chair. Thank you.
The PA.
No issues, Chair.
The Action SA.
Pass, Chair. Thank you.
Freedom Front Plus, I'm calling them for the last time. In the next round, if they want to speak, they will indicate. Can we move to the next page? Thank you so much, honorable members.
Yes, thanks, Chairperson. Chairperson, we're now on page 11, and we're still dealing with the format of inquiry. And this page starts from paragraph 5.3 up until paragraph 5.5.7.
The ANC.
Thank you, Chairperson. Can we just get clarity on 5.3, because on our document, 5.3 is empty, but then we have no issues with the rest of the page. Thank you. I think it may be a numbering problem. Thank you, Chair.
You will recall, can I come in, Chairperson, to clarify that?
Yeah.
Yes, you will recall, Chairperson, when we started right at the beginning, I had indicated to members that that was a typo, and of course, we have since fixed it. Thanks, Chairperson.
Okay. So do you see it, Honorable Sangon?
Yes, thank you, Chair.
Are you fine with that part which was missing?
Chair, just for completeness sake, sorry. If we could go to 5.3. Yes, we are fine. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. The MKP.
We are okay, Chairperson.
The DA.
It's fine, thank you, Chair.
The EFF.
We're fine, thank you, Chair.
The IFP,
We are okay, Chair.
the PA,
All good, Chair.
Action SA.
We're fine, thank you.
Can we move to the next page, Andile?
Yes, Chairperson, we're on page 12 now. And page 12 is still the continuation, Chairperson, of the format of the inquiry. And the document starts from paragraph 5.4.8 up until paragraph 5.6. Thanks, Chairperson.
The ANC.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, on paragraph 5.6.2, the impression we have is that out of the discussions, intense discussions in the last committee meeting, we had reached a common ground that 30 minutes will be too much for a time strict kind of inquiry that is given strict time frames to do an inquiry. So we thought that our understanding was that we agreed on 20 minutes, but also with a disclaimer provision that allows the chair to allocate more time for members that still want to continue where the chairperson deems it necessary. I think, Chair, we think, Chair, that was our understanding. I also, Chair, want to deal with 5.8.1, where we deal with legal representation. Legal representation will not be allowed. However, witnesses will be allowed to have their own legal assistance at their own cost and with the assistance of legal aid. I thought the discussion, Chair, that was following was that we must not be too restrictive and prescriptive on how witnesses solicit their legal assistance. So if, Chair, we may just add from what is there already, and add or Parliament legal and constitutional division or any institution duly accredited to administer sworn statements. I think that's what we can just add, Chair, on 5.8.1. That is the impression we got from the intense discussions from the last meeting, Chair. Thank you very much.
Okay. The MKP.
Chairperson, maybe before that, can I come in, Chairperson? Because Honorable Nora is on another page, Chairperson, and the procedure you said would be that we look at one page first, effect amendments, if there are any, and then move to the other page. So the point
Carry the matter for now. Let's deal with what is on the current page.
That's fine, Chair.
Chair, just for clarity before you call another party, maybe the legal team will clarify this for me. There's something very odd here, minimum versus maximum, because when you say a minimum of 30 minutes, you are saying the maximum can be anything above 30 minutes, whatever that means. I thought in situations like this, we deal with maximum, which can be exercised with flexibility. So I need clarity on that. A minimum of 30 minutes. That's something very odd.
Let's put the maximum, but also with the rider that where necessary, a member may have his or her time extended. Is it okay, Chief, can we move to the MKP to hear their views?
I agree.
Okay. MKP.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair. Chair, the only issue that we had noted is this one of a minimum versus the maximum. That's the only issue, which I think has been properly advocated for by the Chief Whip of the ANC. That's the only issue. But, Chair, I don't remember the committee agreeing on 20 minutes, Chair, unless my memory is collapsing me. Because I remember. Yes,
Honorable Nomvalo, help
yes,
us.
Yes, Chair.
Remember, these matters we debated. If you feel that there is a suggestion that can make our job better,
Yeah.
you just say, I think this amount of time is okay as the maximum.
I think, Chairperson, 20 minutes is fine as okay. Let's deal with the maximum only, because we can't impose a minimum. A person can have one question, which can be 1 minute. So let's not impose a minimum. Let's impose a maximum rather of 30 minutes, Chair. That is my view, not 20 minutes.
And then if we go for 30 minutes, do you still allow the chair to exercise a discretion whether the time can be increased or even above 30 minutes?
That will be on the discretion of the chair, and we believe in the wisdom of the chair that he won't be doing it because it's in the rules, but he will be doing it because it's relevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
DA, there is 30 minutes and 20 minutes maximum. Which one do you support?
Chair, other ad hoc committees have had 20 minutes. I think 20 is sufficient, and of course it has to be a maximum of 20 minutes, not a minimum.
EFF?
30 minutes, please, Chair.
IFP?
I think I can live with 30 minutes because there is the chairman's flexibility that is built into those limits.
Okay. The PA?
30 minutes, Chair.
Action SA?
30 minutes is fine, thank you.
Okay. I must not say it is obvious. Let me just state it that 30 minutes has been agreed to. Thank you so much.
As a maximum, Chair, as a maximum.
Andy, can you record it that we agree on 30 minutes maximum?
Okay, Chairperson, we're effecting that change.
Okay. Can we then move to that was the only matter in this page which was raised now.
Chairperson, did you skip action essay?
Did you not support the 30 minutes?
No, we did, but did you continue calling the other parties, Chair?
No.
Oh.
We have just concluded the 30 minutes maximum.
Okay, but we're still on the same page.
I heard you supporting it.
Yes, but we're still on page 12.
Can I check if you have a matter that you want to raise on that page?
Yes, Chair, just still on page 12, just alternative wording, 5.5.6. Are we there? It reads the chairperson shall facilitate the decisions. Maybe the committee shall determine the order in which witnesses are called to give evidence.
Yeah, that is what we agreed on. I don't think it needs a debate. Can it be recorded as such, Andile?
Thank you, Chair.
Any further matter before we move to the next page?
None from action essay.
Okay. I'm not seeing a hand from any other party, so I assume that the meeting says proceed. Next page, Andile.
Chairperson, we're now on page 13, and it starts paragraph 5.61. up until paragraph 5.8.2. Some of the paragraphs, Chairperson, deal with legal representation, and then others deal with the audi alteram partem rule.
There is a matter that Honorable Ngola raised about representation. You remember it, where we agreed that we must not be prescriptive.
We're waiting. Yes. Thanks, Chairperson. If Honorable Ngola can just come back, we just need the proper
Okay. Okay, Honorable Ngola.
Thank you very much, Chair. It's the first provision under legal representation. So it says legal representation will not be allowed. However, witnesses will be allowed to have their own legal assistance at their own cost and or with the assistance of the legal aid if they choose. So, Chair, we're proposing that in line with the discussions that we had in the last committee meeting, our comprehension is that the flow of discussion was that we must not be too prescriptive to witnesses who want to solicit legal assistance. So we're proposing that at least there must be an addition after legal aid. We add parliamentary legal and constitutional division. We add, Chair, that any other institution duly accredited to administer sworn statements, so that we give our witnesses a wild choice they must take if they seek legal assistance. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Ngola, do we have to mention these institutions one by one, or can we just use a collective noun?
Yes, Chair, any collective noun that will actually address what we're trying to say.
Yeah, if we use a collective noun to say that the last part that you said, any other institution that is legally accredited, I think is sufficient too. Because there is no way we can refuse to recognize a document that comes from an institution that is legally recognized. But the part that says legal representation will not be allowed, I thought we have said that a legal representative may not speak on behalf of the witness. It means the witness will appear but if we say legal representation will not be allowed, what do we mean? Because for documents to be developed, witnesses may need the assistance of lawyers. If that makes sense to the meeting. And especially in lieu of the point that Honorable Ngola makes to say we allow them to consult legally recognized institutions that are there, the legal aid and so on and so forth. Why do we have to say legal representation will not be allowed? Andile, are you able to clarify this one?
Yes, Chairperson, I thought you had clarified it well, because I think what we're emphasizing here is that we are trying to draw a distinction between legal assistance and legal representation. So in other words, we're avoiding a situation where people come with their lawyers, and I think we saw this during the State Capture Commission inquiry, and then the lawyers speak on behalf of witnesses. That's what we're trying to run away from. So in order, Chairperson, not to restrict their right to a point where we fall foul of other legal principles, then what we say is that, yes, they can have legal assistance, of course, at their own cost. And I think, Chairperson, the addition you've said we must put here covers everything.
Yeah. But can we simplify it in such a way that a person who was not in this meeting, when they read these terms of reference, they understand that when they come to appear before the committee, they will be expected to speak by themselves? Because you and I may understand the language technically, and that is sophisticated, but to a simple person, legal representation and legal assistance may be used interchangeably. So if we can simplify it for whoever, every South African understands that what it means is that I may not bring my lawyer to come and speak before me, on my behalf before the committee. But where I need to consult, I have a right, a constitutional right to go and consult, seek legal assistance. Is it possible for us to do that?
No, Chairperson, first, Chairperson, we don't agree with the view that legal representation and legal assistance those two can be used interchangeably because they mean different things. And of course, Chairperson, I think if you go to paragraph 572, 573, 574, you will see exactly what the difference between the two is. In other words, we explain.
I agree with you. They mean different things to you, but not to a person who comes from the village where I come from. That's why I say in this paragraph, let's explain it in such a way that a person who is not exposed like yourself can understand exactly what that provision means.
Yeah, Chairperson, look, it's a pity now because this is now becoming an issue. Because, Chairperson, I mean, the law of interpretation, Chairperson, says, look, if we find ourselves in the forest, Chairperson, we should then go and check the dictionary meaning. So Chairperson, I would say.
Chair.
Hello?
Yes, Nombalo, Chair.
Honorable Nombalo.
Chair, I think the assistance that you are trying to provide here is assisting, because, Chair, if you are to read 4.7, 572, 573, they give a detail of what would be a responsibility of the legal advisors or legal practitioners in committee meetings. So in that context, you don't need the wording that they have started with that says legal representation will not be allowed. And I agree with you, Chair, that it causes some confusion, ambiguity, and it's unnecessary. So my view, Chair, is that that sentence must start where it says the witnesses. They say, however, no, on the first paragraph, if you can go up a little bit. Yes. My view, Chair, is that it must start with saying the witnesses will be allowed to have their own legal assistance at their own cost and continue. Because in the below sentences, it gives a clarification of what will be a role of legal advisors or legal practitioners during our committee meetings. So that one, Chair, I'm in agreement with you. It causes confusions, and it is ambiguous. Thank you.
Okay. Do you understand it, Andile?
Yes, but Chairperson, if you look at 5.7.3, Chairperson, I'm not sure if that assists, Chairperson.
Andile.
Chair, it's Ngola.
Honorable Ngola.
Thank you very much. I don't think Mr. Chechane is understanding well both your input and the input of Honorable Nomvalo. I agree with what he said first of trying to make a particular distinction between legal representation and legal assistance. But the intervention that you are making, Chair, is that for a lay person, it might be understood from our own end. But for a lay person, they may misinterpret the first sentence of the paragraph. Now, given the fact that we have got 5.7.3, 5.7.2 that are actually explanatory to the roles the legal assistants will be doing in the inquiry. So I think the proposal, Mr. Tikiana, is that maybe it's not wrong. The proposal is not saying it's wrong, but maybe it's unnecessary for this purpose. So if the proposal from the chair is that can we start with the witnesses will be allowed to have their own legal assistance because the below provisions are actually detailing what those legal practitioners will be doing in the inquiry. Thank you very much, Chair.
Okay. Look, honorable members, I don't think that we need to debate this matter further. It just have to be recoined the way we say it must be, so that it becomes very clear to ordinary citizen who may not have the exposure that we ourselves sitting here have. Understand what it means that they have a right to seek legal assistance at their own cost, but they must know that there is no legal representative who can come and present before the committee on their behalf. Do we still have any other matter on this page?
No, Chair.
Okay, can we move to the next page?
Yes, Chair.
Thanks, Chairperson. Chairperson, we're on page 14 now. And page 14 starts from paragraph 5.8.3 up until paragraph 5.1, Chairperson. So we're still, Chairperson, dealing with the format of the inquiry.
Okay. Can we check the ANC?
The ANC has no input on this page, Chairperson. Thank you.
The MKP?
No issues detected, Chair.
The DA?
It's fine, thank you, Chair.
The EFF?
We fine, thank you, Chair.
The PA?
We're fine, thank you.
The IFP?
No, we're fine, Chair.
NSA?
We're fine, thank you, Chair.
Let's move to the next page. Andile.
Yes, Chairperson?
Can we move to the next page?
Yes, Chairperson. The next page is page 15, Chairperson. And it starts from paragraph 5.10.2 up until paragraph 6.5, Chairperson. And Chairperson, I think 3 provisions still deal with the format of the inquiry, and then the others deal with public participation and transparency. Thanks, Chairperson.
Okay. ANC?
No issues from the ANC, Chair.
MKP?
No issues, Chairperson.
DA?
No issues, Chair.
EFF?
Chair, yes, we do on 6.3, where it says meetings whenever possible. I don't think it's necessary to put that whenever possible, because what would make it impossible for us to broadcast the committee? So it leaves it open for, yes, let's remove that, please, Chair. Thanks.
Agreed. The IFP?
Yes, agreed.
The PA.
Agreed.
The Action SA.
We're fine, thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Next page, Andile. Yes, let's move to the next page.
Oh, no, Chairperson, just on 6.3, Chairperson, on what Honorable Matheus has said. What we're anticipating there is that some of the committee meetings might have to be closed.
Hello, Andile.
Not sure I'm just saying, Chair, by saying whenever possible. What we're envisaging was that some of the meetings might have to be closed for witness protection.
Honorable Matheus.
Chair, I don't think it's necessary for us. I mean, it goes without saying that if it's not possible, it's not broadcast. But I think when we put it in there, we open up to there being okay for it not to be broadcast, but it should be prioritized that it is.
Honorable, Andile, do you understand the context within which Honorable Matheus is raising the matter? Where it's for the protection of witnesses, we all agree. But the manner in which
Chair,
it is written,
there, yeah.
the manner in which it's written is implicit, and it has to be corrected.
Okay, Chairperson, we've already deleted.
Chairperson, if I may.
Yes, Honorable Barnard.
Chair, if I may just correct the English, it's not broadcasted, it's broadcast. Whenever possible, broadcast.
Yes, correct.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but we don't agree with whenever possible.
No.
Yeah. There will be those extraordinary circumstances like the one that Andile has made reference to, which the reason will be based on witness protection. But just to put a blanket statement that says where necessary, I don't think that that is what is desirable, because who determines what is necessary and what is not necessary? There will be exceptions that we agree to say here, because it's on witness protection, on the grounds of witness protection, this will not be broadcast. And that is exactly the kind of qualification that we need on the provision. Do you have it, Andile?
Yeah, Chairperson, remember you said we must remove whenever possible, and that's exactly what we did.
It appears like you are very far from the microphone now.
Okay, sorry, Chairperson. I'm saying, Chairperson, the proposal from Honorable Matheus was that we should remove whenever possible. And that's exactly what we have done, Chairperson.
Thank you so much.
Fine.
We are on our last page now, which is page 17. 16, sorry, sir, page 16. And it starts from paragraph 6.6 up until paragraph 9.1. Thanks, Chairperson.
ANC.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Chairperson, just one issue on paragraph. Oh, now I can't find the paragraph, but it's a paragraph that refers to hybrid meetings. I don't seem to remember this in the meeting, Chair. I think there was a vehement opposition to us having virtual meetings. And I'm not sure what kind of situation would arise where people who are witnesses and unable to physically attend meetings would arise. So if we could just get clarity on that one, Chair, we're not vehemently opposed to it, but I think that the committee did say that committee meetings, the hearings of the committee will be physical and hybrid meetings would only be held in the case where we're dealing with administrative matters such as this one. Thank you, Chair.
Can I come in, Chairperson?
Wait, Andile. Honorable Sangoni, you suggest that hybrid meetings must be removed.
I think that the resolution of the committee was that committee meetings may be held in a hybrid or virtual format, but I don't think that we had agreed that witnesses we would engage with them in a hybrid format. I think we said those meetings would be physical. So I would remove the last sentence, which starts with when necessary and for the purposes of accommodating persons, because we didn't open up that avenue in the committee. Having said that, Chair, if members think that we should have hybrid meetings, we are not vehemently opposed to it as ANC. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Andile, do you want to clarify something?
Yes, Chairperson, thank you very much. Chairperson, if you look at the second sentence, which Honorable Sanguni is referring to, it says, where necessary and for purposes of accommodating persons who are witnesses and who are unable to physically attend meetings, hybrid meetings will be held. So in other words, Chairperson, the committee would still be sitting in one venue, but then you've got people, for instance, witnesses who are in witness protection, Chairperson, who can't come here due to security reasons. And I think the view, Chairperson, was that for those persons, they can give evidence, Chairperson, even if they're not in the same room as members. So the first sentence, Chairperson, is very clear. Committee meetings will be held within the parliamentary precinct or any other suitable venue to be determined by the Chairperson. But this second one, Chairperson, speaks directly to witnesses, particularly those, let's say, who are in witness protection, who can't, for security reasons, be in the same room when they give their testimony. Thanks, Chairperson.
If you add a sentence that say hybrid meetings will only be arranged under the following circumstances, and you put them, is it a problem?
Thank you, colleagues.
Just for completeness sake, remember we said that when we do the law, we do the law for the purpose of clarity and certainty. MKP?
Chair?
Honorable Nombala.
No, it's Honorable Skosana who had opened the mic. Chair.
Okay. Honorable Skosana. Okay. DA?
Yeah, no, Chair. I thought Honorable Skosana will come. No, with the clarification that has been given by the legal team, we don't have issues. Safe to say that we must emphasize that committee meetings, or we can sit virtually or hybrid in the event of committee meetings where we deal with housekeeping issues. But for interviewing witnesses, I mean, it must be physical, Chairperson, except under exceptional circumstances, like the circumstance that has been mentioned by the legal, by Andile. Thank you very much.
So you agree that hybrid meetings must be clarified that it can happen under exceptional circumstances?
Yes, Chairperson.
Which the committee may determine.
Yes, Chairperson.
Thank you so much.
100%. Thank
you. DA?
Yes, with that, I think it absolutely is perfect. Thank you. Allowing for essential meetings to be carried out hybridly. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. EFF?
Chair, I think it must say that the hearings will be held in public and there will not be any virtual hearings. That should be the statement. And then upon application to the chairperson, that for whatever reason, the committee will then consider if indeed this matter cannot be heard in public, in physical sitting. Because we must encourage the physical sitting. So it must not come across as if it gives an easy way out of not appearing physically. It must be the emphasis, whatever you write, the emphasis should be the hearings are going to be held in public and witnesses are going to be expected to appear in public, physical. Unless a special application is made to the chairperson for the consideration of the committee, then the committee will determine if that application is correct or not. Because if we put it as if we've got two options here, you can choose whether you want to come or not. Everybody must, the spirit of this must be that you have to come. And then if there are compelling circumstances, those will be brought to attention and we'll take a decision at that time.
Okay. The IFP?
Chair, I think I agree with the notion that we should actually compel people to come physically. Because remember, when we discussed this point previously, it was like we were trying to avoid a situation where we would be talking to a witness when a witness is actually having someone behind him or her talking to us. So we wanted them to appear physically. Of course, there will be those circumstances where perhaps the witness would not be able to come. Then let the chairperson actually look into that matter and bring it before the committee to actually decide. I agree with the Honorable Malema.
The PA?
We agree with Honorable Malema.
The Action SA?
We support the view of the EFF. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Have you recorded it already, Andile? That is the majority view of the meeting, that emphasis must be made on physical appearance. So the primary statement there must be that the meetings of the committee will be physical.
Yes, Chairperson, if you look at 7.1, we've already made those changes and we would be happy if members could tell us whether they are happy with the
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Was this the last matter on this page?
Yes, Chairperson. Yeah. But I made a mistake, Chairperson, and I said this was the last page. It's not the last page. Sorry for that.
Yes. Which page number is this one?
Chair, before you move, I don't think there's a proper capturing them before you move. It says persons who are witnesses on written application to the chairperson, those witnesses who are unable to physically attend meeting will be accommodated by attending the meeting virtually. Hybrid meetings. Also, that's the wrong caption. It can't be automatic. There must be an application to the chairperson, and the chairperson will consider the matter and bring it to the attention of the committee, and the committee will make a determination. It shouldn't be, impression must not be created that after writing a letter that you can't make it, then you're going to be accommodated. It's exactly what we're trying to avoid. We know there will be those circumstances, but they must not come across as if they are optional, so that I can go or I can do it virtually. The chair receives application, considers it, and then brings it to the attention of the committee. The committee takes a decision, and that decision gets to be communicated to the witness that no, I agreed with you, and then you'll attend this matter, virtually. It's not automatic that upon writing to the chairperson, you are going to be taken to a virtual hearing.
And even the part that says unable to attend, it must be due to exceptional circumstances. So that we do not have anybody saying, I'm unable to attend. So it must be due to exceptional circumstances. It may be on the grounds of disability or on the grounds of witness protection.
Chairperson, I think the point that's being made is that even under exceptional circumstances, that decision is made by the committee. So the person applies, the committee decides whether...
I agree with that, Honorable Souls. I'm dealing with the first part. The part that you are on is the latter part that deals with the application, which the committee will make a determination. I'm saying the first part must not be open to everybody. A person who wants to make an application, a person who is unable to attend, it must be under exceptional circumstances. So that you don't have anybody taking advantage and writing to the committee without any exceptional circumstances that makes him to write to the committee.
I hear you, Chairperson. What I'm saying is, what I'm understanding, the emphasis should be on that even someone who believes that they have exceptional circumstances must not read into the statement that they decide that that's exceptional circumstances. They must feel the obligation is for them to attend physically. They must ask, and it shall be determined whether that is exceptional or not. So the wording must be stressed that you must attend physically. And then the committee will decide whether your situation is exceptional enough for you not to attend, but it's not optional for you.
That point is undisputable, Honorable Son. I 100% agree with you. Honorable Malema.
Maybe let's try again. Persons who are witnesses on a written application to the chairperson and on approval by the committee, to those witnesses who are unable to physically attend may be accommodated by attending the meeting virtually. So I think we want to say persons who are witnesses and are unable to attend due to exceptional circumstances will make an application to the chairperson, and on approval of the committee, those witnesses who are unable to physically attend meetings may be accommodated by attending the meeting virtually. Yes, thanks, Chair.
May be granted permission.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you happy with the reformulation, Honorable Souls?
Yes, I am, Chair. Thank you.
Action SA, are you happy with the reformulation?
Yes, Chair. Thank you.
ANC?
Yes, Chairperson, you may just need to clean up the language, but yeah, sorry, it just keeps moving now. Yeah, no, we're happy with the Chair. Thank you.
MKP.
Happy, Chairperson.
DA.
Yes, thank you. It's fine.
IFP.
It's okay, Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you so much, honorable members. Andile, can we move?
Thanks, Chairperson. Chairperson, we're on page 17 now, Chairperson, which is the last page of this document. And it starts from paragraph 9.1 up until paragraph 9.4. Thanks, Chairperson.
Let's go back to the rotation, ANC.
Chairperson, we have no comment on the last page of the terms of reference, and the ANC moves for adoption of the terms of reference with the amendments that have been made. Thank you, Chair.
MKP.
Go, Chair. Out of.
MKP.
Yeah, no, we're satisfied, Chairperson.
DA.
Yes, it's fine now. Thank you, Chair.
EFF.
So the chair forgets that she's not a chair of this committee and already moving for the adoption. Out of order, Chair. We do have on the 9.2.1, we can't say the committee resolved to appoint because everything in this terms of reference is a resolution of the committee. So it must just clearly state that Parliament must appoint a highly competent, which is what we were saying in the discussions we had, an experienced external legal counsel. Yeah. And that's it. But we must put in the word what type of legal counsel, because next minute Parliament will bring us someone that has just graduated from TEFLOP or something. Yeah. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Matthias, let's not debate the appointment. Let's agree with the reformulation that you are
fine, but we must put competent.
That external.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Chair, Chair, while we're still there, can I come in?
Honorable Malema, yes.
I think, I don't know if you don't agree, I have no problem, but I think we ought to be very specific that the legal expert must be a senior counsel.
Mm.
Yes, that we're not involved in procurement and all of that, but as a principle to accommodate what Honorable Matthias says, because the next thing we just say legal expert, and then we're exposed to some problems that we did not deal with from the beginning. We say the senior counsel will be appointed, blah, 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 but there must be something that says senior counsel that deals with this aspect. Thanks.
Okay. Can I check if the reformulation is supported? ANC?
We're fine, Chairperson. Thank you very much.
MKP?
We are okay, Chairperson.
DA?
Yes, it's fine. Thank you.
IFP?
It's fine, Honorable Chairperson.
The PA?
We agree with formulating the sentence.
Action SA?
We agree. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Andile, is it appropriately reformulated?
Can I read it out to you, Chairperson, in the committee?
Yes.
Yes, so it says Parliament will appoint the expertise of external senior legal counsel who are suitably qualified and have expertise in such matters to assist with collecting, organizing, and presenting evidence subject to the committee's direction at all times.
Much better.
there is a repetition of the word expertise. I think it must be deleted on one part and remains on the other part.
Chairperson, can I come in?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, Chairperson. Just my concern, Chairperson, is that I know for a fact Honorable Malema is correct that we had agreed that we must have senior counsel on board, which is exactly what we will do, Chairperson. But I'm worried about the fact that senior counsel will have a senior junior or a junior. And the way it reads now here, it says external senior legal counsel who are suitably qualified, as if the entire team will be a team of senior counsel. So we'll just play around with the wording, Chairperson. It's just that we don't want a situation where when senior counsel brings a junior or two, then members say to us, no, we said the only legal practitioner we want is senior counsel.
What does it mean? What do you say? What does it mean?
Chairperson, I think we're becoming too prescriptive now, because when you say senior counsel, whoever assists him, we are receiving assistance from him, and whoever he chooses to assist him is not really it's neither here nor there, but the person responsible for giving us the support is the one
The senior counsel.
Is the senior counsel. So if we're now going to add words to specify that the juniors will also be there, it's just overcomplicating. I think the initial one was just fine. It was direct, concise, and simple.
Okay. It has been adopted as such, Honorable Souls. Can we check if there is still any other matter on this page?
As Chairperson, from my side,
Honorable Souls.
just for reference, it's a small matter, but the table of contents would say that the last page for resources is on 18, but it actually ends on 17.
Yeah. That is a correction that will be made. I suggest that you move that it must be corrected.
I move that it must be corrected.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Honorable members, I'm not seeing any other hand on this page, which is the last page of the terms of reference. I'm now going on the rotation order to political parties to hear if you support the adoption of this terms of reference. ANC.
Yes, Chairperson, the African National Congress supports the adoption of the terms of reference with the amendments that have been made. Thank you.
The amendments and the corrections.
Yes, Chair.
MKP.
We support it, Chairperson, in its current form. Thank you.
The DA?
Yes, we support it as amended. Thank you.
The EFF?
We support the adoption with the amendments, particularly EFF amendments. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Mathies, we're in one meeting. We are a committee here. When we say amendments, we include the amendments that have been initiated by the EFF, the ANC, the MKP, the DA, the PA, the IFP, Action SA, and
Chair.
everybody in this meeting, all the
Chair.
parties.
Chair.
Honorable Mathies.
The EFF moves for the adoption of the terms of reference with amendments. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, Chair, allow the EFF to second the motion of the ANC to adopt the terms of reference. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Sangone, I'm giving every party to speak. I want to hear if they support the adoption or not. If I hear the word adoption, Mr. Chair, I'm satisfied. The IFP?
We support the adoption of the terms of reference as amended, Chairperson.
The PA?
Chairperson, we adopt the terms of reference as amended by all parties. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Action SA?
Chairperson, Action SA supports the adoption of the terms of reference as amended. And well done to you today, Chair. You did very well.
Yeah. what do you say is very profound? You know, it does not matter how good a player is. A good player can still miss a penalty. So that's why in sports they say every player is as good as the last game. So I said it when I opened this meeting that there will be those days and those moments where we'll be at our best. And in life, we also encounter low moments. And I think today we were on top of our game across all parties, all members. Give yourself a round of applause. We did very well today. We worked as a unit. And I can tell you, if this is the spirit, how we are going to drive proceedings, we will achieve wonders. This was very excellent. It was outstanding. The work has been done very, very brilliantly. And for that, I want to thank you so much. The terms of reference for this ad hoc committee have been unanimously accepted and adopted. Can we then move in line with the resolution of the last meeting to the draft program? And even before the program is presented, I want to say to the members that when we were drafting the program, we read the draft terms of reference where it provides that documents have to be made available to the committee 7 days before the actual hearing. So we had a dilemma of deciding on the actual dates on which the witnesses will have to appear, because no contact has been made with General Mkhwanazi or either of the witnesses that may have to come and appear before the committee. So the draft program essentially takes an institutional approach, which will then mean that the first institution that will appear before the committee will be the SAPS. And the first person in the SAPS will be General Mkhwanazi. And then there are other four, which is General Masemola, who is the accounting head, the minister who was there, Minister Mkhunu, and the deputy commissioner who was there, Commissioner Sibia. And then the current minister and his deputies. And thereafter, the proposal is that the committee will then order the list of witnesses in line with the terms of reference, the way we have agreed that the committee will order the list of witnesses whose names would have emanated from the presentation that General Mkhwanazi would have made before the committee. And then once we are done with the SAPS and all other witnesses related thereto, we will then move to the next institution. We will take those institutions and witnesses one by one until we are finished. So what the technical team is proposing before this committee is for the committee to note this draft program. We may not exhaustively finalize it now, but allow the technical team to initiate contact with the witnesses. And once they have confirmation of when General Mkhwanazi is going to come, the committee will accordingly be informed that General Mkhwanazi will be available on this date. Of course, we are reasonable. We will not prolong this. And we also allow members to count 7 days from now, from which documents may be made available. If honorable members want to suggest that we must not move later than this date without General Mkhwanazi appearing before the committee, that will still make sense. I think, in essence, that is what the draft program entails. Can I then take a round and hear the impressions of the parties? The ANC?
Thank you very much, Chair. Appreciate the explanation you have made in respect of the draft program. We fully agree, Chair, that we must allow the technical team to do that work, and also, Chair, we must ensure that we start immediately after, because, Chair, I think our time is running off as the ad hoc committee. But we also propose, Chair, that when the draft program is fully ready, can it also be shared to political parties to look at it, so that we're able to enhance where possible or where necessary? Otherwise, Chair, what you have explained is actually acceptable. But, Chair, before the end of August, which the 31st is next weekend, we must have done with all the procedural issues, so that the beginning of September must be the actual start of the inquiry in adducing evidence and testimonies of witnesses. So we support, Chair, with those few additions. Thank you.
So you put the administrative deadline of the 31st of August?
Yes, Chair, please.
That any administrative task that has to be concluded
must have been concluded within these remaining days of August,
including contacts with the witnesses and request for documents.
Yes, Chair, that's correct.
And confirmation of days of appearance.
Yes, Chair.
Thank you so much.
Still a whole full week, Chair, working days.
Thank you so much. The MKP.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you. I think the meeting went very well, and I guess you've mentioned some names, but I think there's an omission of the former Minister Bheki, because you've mentioned the current one as well. And I think Bheki should be called as well, because this matter, as Mkhwanazi was saying on the press briefing, started long ago. But anyway, perhaps those issues would be discussed. The names of the witnesses, as you'll have your NPA, IDEC, IPIT, and all those institutions which you are relevant to what General Mkhwanazi has told the nation on this matter, which we are going to undertake. And I guess it will help all South Africans indeed to get the truth of the status of the South African police service in the country and the security in general. That are we safe as a country? If the top echelon of the South African police service is at a state which it is now. And I guess this core committee will...
I'm coming there, Honorable Skosana. Can I hear your impressions on the proposals on the draft program?
No, I'm fine. As I said, we're done now. We are we're done with that now. I guess there's no going back. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, sir. DA.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, I think the proposal is clear. I think the staff will probably be ready. It all depends on the availability of General Mkhwanazi. Hopefully he will be available sooner rather than later. Thank you.
The EFF.
Yes, we are fine. Thank you, Chair.
The IFP.
We are fine. Thank you, Chairperson.
The PA.
We're fine. Thank you, Chair.
Action SA.
The proposal is supported, Chair, and also to share the draft program with us just for further input, as Mr. Bekitseli definitely needs to be on there. Thank you.
Well, okay, Andile, you hear that the name of the former minister Bheki Cele has been added to the list. He's no longer in office. Of course, the committee is putting the name there. We will come, and once we have listened to those that are there, or that the manner in which Bheki Cele and other witnesses will be appearing before the committee. Honorable members, before I call the meeting off, I want to request you that we carry the responsibility to make the...
You are muted, Chair.
No, thank you so much for reminding me. I was saying that Andile must add the name of Bheki Cele to the list. And then the committee, after listening to the witnesses, the top echelon of the SAPS will then determine how those witnesses are going to be appearing before it. That we carry the responsibility to make the work of this committee to assist. We have a platform where we communicate between ourselves. If there is any suggestion or any advice that can help the committee to do its work with ease and expeditiously, honorable members are always invited to make such suggestions. Honorable members, we have the contact numbers of each other. We can call anytime and give advices that we think can help us to move forward. This is going to be a very difficult task, and sometimes during the hearings, we may also have to rotate on presiding over the session. So if the chair requests you that can you please come and preside for 2 or 3 hours, we must not have a situation where members have a problem with that, because this is our work, all of us, and we must be seen collectively working together, rolling our sleeves, so that the committee can complete its work and go to report back to Parliament. Let's try by all means to realize the timeframes that we have put for ourselves. Over and above all, I want to thank you as honorable members. You might have seen that when we start.
Before you close it.
Yeah, I will give you a chance before. Yes, Honorable Malema, I will give you a chance before I close. There has been a run around, but we eventually found each other and got focused to the work that we must do as the committee. The technical team, thank you so much. We are here because of the efforts that you have made, and at some times it has been very difficult on your part, but the determination and the courage that you have shown help this committee to be where it is now. Honorable Malem.
Okay, I was saying, please, in the consideration of the program, we must try by all means to avoid Mondays, because Mondays, as you know, they are constituency days, and it is going to complicate our life. Thanks.
That is a valid point, Honorable Member. Chief Whip.
Chair?
Hello?
No, the chief whip is still held up a little bit, but I think we are in full agreement with the proposition by Honorable Malema that we're in a constituency period already, so Mondays are quite hectic. That's why we had an on and off in the last meeting that was held on a Monday. So an actual agreement, Chair. Thanks.
Okay. Honorable members, we have come to the end of the meeting. I want to thank you so much. Enjoy the weekend. God bless you. Thank you.
Yes, you too. Thank you, Chair. Bye, everyone.
Please don't go to Venda, Chair.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Honorable Chair and colleagues.
Don't go to Venda again, Chair.
No, you must get me a place to stay where there is proper network. You can see that we are still dealing with the previous disparities here.
Don't worry, Chair. Honorable Shonga here, Chair. I sit in the committee of communication. I will fight for you, Chair. People like you, I will fight for you.
I had to run around. You know, when you get to a place, you stop to check if you connect. Yeah. But thank you so much.
Sharp, thank you, Chair.
Dr. Tuli, Andile, and the team, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Chairperson.